Murder of the 7 Vlakfontein family members resumes in the Lenasia Magistrate Court today. Khupe was denied bail earlier this year. Magistrate felt that he could influence witnesses and that there was sufficient evidence linking him to the killings. Our reporter Gillian Pillay has been tracking this story for us. Let's cross to her live now. She's outside the Lenasia Magistrates Court. Hey Jill, thank you very much indeed for coming through. Let's just recap on this case. When was the last appearance of Fita Khupe?
A very good morning to you, Blaine. Just as you said, the last appearance has been a series of postponements after that bail application in which Khupe was denied bail. And today we, expect that the NPA will make a decision whether or not they will proceed with the trial phase of this particular matter. But as you said there, the magistrate in the bail application, and I'm going to reflect on this, on Blaine, found that Ernest Mabaso, who had allegedly committed suicide in a Cape Town prison, and Khupe, that he felt that there was common purpose, that there was enough communication between the two. But he also found it quite strange that Khupe, who was seen in that home while those bodies were there, that Khupe didn't find it strange when he saw all the soil and the stench that the community is talking about. The magistrate also felt that it was peculiar that he didn't pick up on this stench or inquire about his life partner, who was one of the deceased in this particular matter. So we've seen a series of postponements since the bail application, Blaine, and today really the NPA going to decide whether to proceed with trial or not in this particular matter, Blaine.
Sir Gillian, in terms of the considerations from the NPA's part, what are they considering?
Just to recap again on the bail, in that particular ruling, the magistrate at the time found that there was a very strong case that even though Ernest Mabaso, who had allegedly committed suicide, was no longer one of the accused, he wasn't a state witness in this matter. So there'll be a range of things that the NPA will look at today, whether, it is in the best interest to keep him behind bars while they're still busy with their investigations. They'll obviously look at other links to maybe bring a stronger case against Khupe if that is not what they have at this stage. If they don't continue with trial, we could possibly see him charges being withdrawn, and maybe at a later time we could possibly see charges being reinstated against Khupe. So those are the kinds of arguments that the NPA will put forward as to, why they will proceed with trial or why they won't, Blaine.
So traumatic for the family as well. How closely are they following this case? Are they present at court? How have they been holding up?
Very different scenes outside court today, Blaine. We don't see any of the community here that we saw before. We saw hordes of community members really rallying behind the family in the wake of the killings and the murder and all the details that came out, the graphic details about how the 7 were killed. In some instances, most of them being women, were also raped. We haven't seen any family at court at this stage. We're not sure if they will come a bit later, but very strange that we're not seeing those hordes of community members here ahead of this court appearance. Might have dwindled a bit with all the postponements since the bail application, Blaine, but the picture could possibly change a little later. Maybe they're still on their way, but at this stage we're not seeing those protests that we saw, though the vocalness from the community, and we're not seeing those hordes coming through, really rallying behind the family, giving them that support, Blaine.
That you'll keep us up to date with regards to the developments from this case. Thank you very much indeed, my friend. Gillian Pillay, live for us in Lenasia Magistrates Court.